Hello everybody, this is Art Workentine with RISC. I wanted to demonstrate for you today our new statement viewer for xAPI. I've always liked the xAPI statement viewer from ADL. It's a great looking statement fetch and view, but it doesn't quite have the flexibility that we wanted in order to do some real analysis work on the data. So we built our own, made it look a lot like the ADL viewer. As a tribute to their look and feel, but we've got a few more options. Number one, the verb drop-down list includes all of the verbs that are actually in our LRS instead of a fixed list. So we only see things that are in there, we don't see things that are out there. You've got the ability to have some of the filters like the agent account, the ID that are in their system, but you can also choose your columns. So for example, down here at the bottom, I've got default columns selected. I'm going to go ahead and include the scores. I'll get the response and the correct response pattern as well, just to have some good data to look at. And then I'll click Get Statements, and I get the statements back from the LRS. We've got the same capability, of course, to view the full statement if you're interested in taking a look at the JSON. I did not use the green font that was in the ADL viewer. I'm not real fond of that part of it, but I did keep the capability to look at the full statement. But now with the columns that I've requested as being interested in seeing, I've got more capabilities to look at data on the screen as opposed to having to drill down to the statements to find what I'm looking for. Another capability that we've added is the ability to select one or more activity types. So for example, if I'm looking at test scores and answers to questions, I can choose assessment and CMI interaction, the assessment being the test itself, CMI interaction being the answers to particular questions, and then click, and then now I've got nothing but tests. So I can see, for example, that Lisa started this test with an attempted statement. She answered these several questions, and then in the end she ended up failing the test. I can also see the scores she got on individual questions. In our case, in our testing engine, when we record scores for questions, we put in a total number of points out of a number of points available. So she got 20 on some of these questions, 13 points on others, and no points on some of them as well. Lastly, we wanted the capability to do a little bit of further analysis, maybe graphing some studies on the data. We can do that now with our download button, which will export the file to Excel. And now I can save this locally, and let me expand this out a bit here. See the timestamp. So now I've got the data in an Excel format where I can do some graphing or some calculations that I can't do with the basic statement viewer. So that's the new RISC LRS statement viewer. It's available with the RISC VTA system, our LMS plus LRS system, and thanks for watching.